In this episode, I sit down with a good friend of mine, Ali, who actually used to be a roommate of mine, and we just have kimchi, and we just talk, and we have some Iranian snacks too. It's a very casual portals to Terra, you know what I mean? Just sitting down, chilling. And about the audio, I know that now that I have guests, because I don't have a sound mixer or anything, I can't have two mics set up. I will soon fix it. For now, I will either do the interviews through Skype or like this. This is Portals to Terra. Prepare your brains to get fire! Good evening, dear Terrarians. Welcome to another episode of Madness in Space. I just want to say that by the end of this episode, there is a clip of my stand-up set. I don't know which one, because I need permission from this certain friend of mine that I will not name to be able to upload that clip, because I talk about him for 4 minutes. So I can't even name him because I might have to bleep him, but that friend aside. So today we have, you see how I do this? You see the madness? Yeah. Today we have one of my really good friends and former flatmate, and so I know exactly when he masturbates. I love to say that. I love to do that. That's how I bring him on all the time. Yeah, he's also he's a retired comic, I guess, because he stopped doing it. But he was really good because a lot of people in our scene are like, like me. And then he went on and it's dead silence. And then he had this very unique tone in our scene, which we don't have still. And it was good, and it would be cool if he comes back. So, ladies and gentlemen, can you say your name? I don't know which one of it you want to use. Ali, 2 pizza there. So, man, what's up?
Not much, dude. I'm excited to do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So first and foremost, we have Korean food here. Ali's from Iran as well.
Yeah.
And he has not tried kimchi.
Never
we have some
kimchi.
Korean snacks too. So.
And we also have some Iranian snacks as well.
Yeah, you get louder a little.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We do have Iranian snacks. And yeah, we're gonna do snack review and shit.
Amazing.
So let's go ahead.
Do you want to explain what it is? Because I
kimchi,
don't know.
I think, do you know kimchi is like fermented cabbage?
Yeah.
And it's like, it should be vinegary, and so let's go. And
let's go.
That's all. The fermented cabbage is like the
is.
main Korean thing besides the BBQ. Mm-hmm. So if you don't, the BBQ is the famous thing, but the kimchi is the everyday Korean food that they actually always have, and you can eat it alone with rice, with whatever topping.
Cool.
Let's go for it.
Let's try. So one of those.
Yeah, and by the way, I edit a lot of.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I edit a lot of shit out, so don't think that at all times we have to be entertained.
Okay. Oh, you just went without the. Okay.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I've just had
this is good.
So good. I've just had this once 5 years ago at the restaurant.
It's spicy. Wow.
Yeah. But this is better. This is homemade. Shout out to Kmart right in front. I'm not saying where you live. Somewhere in this, in front of the Vixen house. He totally doesn't live in that.
That's amazing. That's like things you have to know to do this. No, I can see why people. This is really good. I'm so strange. Like I've never had anything like this in my mouth.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not like
but I
proper dining etiquette.
You know, the thing is, I never thought cabbage can be the main course.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And with this pancake, then.
Yeah. Because in Iran, we have like a little portion of it as the torshi, or like we call it the sour.
Yeah, this is torshi basically.
Yeah. but it's the main course.
But great sushi.
Yeah.
That can be the main course.
Yeah, spicy and stuff. I gotta get into what they actually put in it. I think there's some paprika-looking thing.
I feel so illiterate right now, not knowing that.
Dude, I know this.
I feel dumb.
I'm obsessed with my favorite comedian, Bobby Lee. The hours of David Tron Bobby Lee I've listened to.
You're like name dropping him 50 times a day.
I know, but I'm just exactly, and that is why I'm exposed to Korean culture. So
Nice.
if you asked about fucking Vietnam, I wouldn't know this much. So, dude, can I?
Yeah.
So, I wanted to talk about how, if you're open to talk about it, why you stopped doing comedy, because it's always really interesting to me, and that's an interesting topic for me too.
A couple of reasons. One was I just suddenly felt like maybe doing what I'm doing, studying psychology, doesn't go so well.
Not prostitution, that's a side job. I'm joking.
I'm shy.
Okay.
Yeah, so I thought the career and they don't, and comedy, they don't go so well together. And I especially got this scare when I started to do the volunteering. And I was like, okay, because I said a lot of bullshit on stage, and it's just you kind of say those things sometimes, and you go through those to learn that, okay, that's not cool, like it's not funny. So, and I just didn't want those tiny moments of like saying something fucking outrageous on stage. No. I didn't want it to have like this huge impact on what I'm doing, like career. So
yeah, I think
it was a bit scary, I have to say.
I've heard famously a lot of people, I think Rogan, comparing comedy to strippers. It's like it's that stature. The one thing is that we never have the same stature as an actor or a movie. We're always there at the bar where the drunk people come. We're exposed to punches. We are like strippers in that sense that we come from fucked up backgrounds.
And you also actually strip. Like you strip your brain. You let your brain to be naked on stage. You're like, here's because that's what they think. It's like that's you. That's everything.
Yeah.
And they buy that. And
that's exactly what I want to say. That it's like the vulnerability is the same because you like you said, like I mean, obviously, I don't want to upload everything if I do check what I upload and what I don't upload, but there are moments where I'm figuring things out, and I might look back and say, oh, that looks sketchy, but I didn't mean for it to come out that way. It's like deliberate, especially if you want to do like edgier comedy or talk about politics or whatever. It's always about the tone and how you navigate that area, and we make mistakes, and for that mistakes to be public, I understand, but I just feel like my view is that it's a very sad world that I sort of not even want to exist, where you don't understand my full self, because I think for a company it's also better, or for an employer, to know your full self, to accept that people, let's stop the bullshit and let's be ourselves.
You should say this in your job interviews, man. Like, you really
that's how I'm fucking
about. Yeah. Like, I was thinking like, oh, do I want to hire this guy? Like, what's happening here? Like,
no, I don't say that in my job interview, but true.
You should.
They don't. That's why I'm using another name, trying to not, be exposed. And even at the comedy nights, I'm always afraid. I'm like, where are you from? Oh shit, I just applied to that company. Wow. And I'm talking about my penis.
Yeah,
in front of this guy.
Yeah, this does not, no.
Yeah.
That's bad.
So, but I'm actually not comfortable saying this here, being judged for that. But I'd rather cut my material than stop doing that. I'd rather not, because it's just.
I've thought about it. I was actually Googled, can you be a psychologist, a therapist, and a comedian? No result. I feel like it just seems like everybody's just unanimously decided that we know the answer. We're not even going to search for it on Google or even start a Quora question or something.
Yeah, but now one comic is fucking leading a country against war. In a very brave manner.
Actually, can you be a president and a comedian? Is he a comedian now? Does he do sets?
No, but he has a bit where he goes basically like so it's a piano. Here's how the bit goes. Is like there's a big piano here. You don't see anything below. So he goes and there's a piano piece playing, and then he slowly goes, and then piano piece keeps playing, and then he goes, and then the piano keeps playing, and in the end he's like this, and then he's like as if it's like but then so that's the bit. So he's playing piano with his dick. So he could do shit like that and then run for president. So I think times are changing, but it's a gamble. It's a gamble.
Well, wouldn't it be interesting to actually have you go to a comedy club and then ladies and gentlemen, the next performer is the president of the country coming on stage. That's insane. When they say we have drop-ins sometimes, some clubs are like, oh, Dave Chappelle might drop in. Imagine you go to a club and say the president might drop in.
Trump would kill it.
Yes.
Trump has the timing. He's a great comic. He's such shit. Imagine how good of a crowd worker you gotta be. You're doing a presidential debate with all your other candidates, and you know how quick you gotta be. When you're there and they give you an information, you take the information, you go, this guy wasn't they usually take the information and they argue back. Then that era ended. That era came with demagogues came, and when they try to debate, they take it and they say what their own thing, their own policies. They take your policy, they say their own thing. And that's how they diverge and the media game goes, right? But then Trump brought a new level where they take what you said and he literally does crowd work on you. Jeb Bush talked for 5 minutes when it was his time about I don't fucking know, gun control or something. Then Trump, this is the first thing he says. He says his dad is a Zodiac killer.
How did I miss this? Is this for real?
Yes. He says dad is Zodiac killer. And then with the Jeb Bush, he was like, Jeb something. I forgot what he did. He had something with Jeb. Then he was like, oh, this guy's wife slept with that guy. And then he's just doing roasts. He roasted everyone and he won. That's how we won with good comedy.
Wow. I just remember the debate with Hillary. That one. That he basically...
Crooked Hillary, yeah.
What?
Crooked.
I don't remember, but it was she couldn't answer it because he was always jumping in and saying something.
Yeah. And the emails. But you know why with Hillary we got her? Because he's right. That's one thing I'm not afraid to say here. Hillary Clinton is evil. I'm very liberal, very democratic in ideology. I just think dropping bombs on Yemeni's kids is not cool. Okay.
Oh God.
So then there was a time where if you said that, they were like, oh, you want the white man to win? I was like, first of all, I'm not American, I have any stake in it. I was studying stuff that had American journalism.
Either way, we would have given a fuck.
So I was that's why I was debating. So it wasn't in a club or something. It was at a university where all this American politics and American studies people were. And so in that, but then I'm like, no, listen, it's just not that I want any of them to win or not win. I'm just saying, from a Middle Eastern point of view, there is this fucking truth, But somehow I'm getting to a place where I don't want to get to. We should get out of this. Get back to Kimchi.
Get back to Kimchi. By the way, I was gonna say this is just doing wonders. Really good.
It's very liberating this way, guys. We just said something you didn't even hear. Then I just I learned this from Bobby again. Just do what you do. Don't get out of the zone, and then later you will fucking edit whatever.
Nice.
I can say.
Wow.
I just beeped it.
I just beeped it.
Yeah, they just hear beep. Fuck you don't get to see what I said.
That's good.
Yeah. Should we get to those and then finish this off camera?
Off what?
Do you want to finish this here? Or, Or do you want to just go try and then...
Let's go try.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then later we take our time and just...
I like that.
So this is a shrimp flavored cracker. I wanted to get
Oh shit, shrimp.
Yeah, and by the way, I
I'm
realized...
allergic to shrimp.
No way. But even the cracker?
Never had the shrimp cracker. That's, you know how to say.
Oh,
never had the shrimp.
Man,
if that wasn't an idiom or something.
I also found another
Never
idiot.
had a shrimp cracker.
Never had a shrimp cracker means take the risk.
Take the risk? Oh yeah, that's good. It has to be. That sounds so cool.
Man,
It's like, you know what they say? Never had a shrimp cracker. Never had the shrimp
We
cracker.
also had another one that I love. I said back to kimchi. Whenever the topic gets political and you feel like, oh shit, I'm somewhere where I shouldn't be and there's no point to this debate, you go back to kimchi.
That's what,
That's
yeah.
what
I know
Anthony
he did it back to kimchi. He back to kimchi.
Yeah, that's what Bourdain did. He took politics and stuff, and then he goes, but back to food. And then he cuts to fucking kimchi.
And he said really, like, sometimes it was about really messed up stuff.
Yeah.
But he just would cut to eggs, and you're like, oh, all right, we're fine. We're totally okay. But, like, from this guy has killed like 15 people, and now he's like in this family, and then the next one was like, but he and his wife cooked together the most traditional, whatever country they're from, food. And you were just fine. You're like, oh yeah, this guy totally messed up. Oh, eggs. Cool.
I love how he's drunk the whole time too. Have you realized in most episodes he's just at some point
he had
you
some
see
that
that
was
he's
really
drinking
messed up.
so much. I'm like Georgia. I think in Georgia they give it to him and he doesn't refuse. He's shit faced all of
He went to somewhere else. Where was it? It was. He went to somewhere that he went to live with a tribe. After like 9 years, he went back to that place. I forgot where it was.
Is it Congo or somewhere?
I guess. I don't remember.
Is it the Pygmies of Congo?
I don't know. We have to chat. I really don't remember. But I remember like he was there for 4 days and he was just drunk all the time. And he knew he was but for 4 days he would wake up, beer, whatever shots. Right. They have so much whiskey. They like having so much whiskey.
But if it's
the place that he killed the pig with his spear. That was really strange.
But if it's the pygmy, they don't have pigs there. But the Congos is very weird. Man, it's just like the Heart of Darkness, the novel Heart of Darkness?
No.
Conrad. So it's like, it's the most unknown place ever.
Mm-hmm.
That's why there's all this shit about like dinosaurs and stuff there, and every conspiracy theorist that comes on Joe Rogan.
Really?
Usually Rogan has this buddy called Steven Ranella, I think, who works with them there, and he lives there in the middle of the jungles of Congo. And the diseases that he's there, like, it's so cool though, It's the most dangerous, most wild.
Wow.
Sunlight doesn't get in because it's all
the jungle. The trees are very
dense jungle.
Very dense, yeah.
Creatures.
That's really
and these guys are living there with no civilization. And he's there and has a charity. He's one of those bite kill people. You thought, you know what I'm gonna do in my life in 3 months? I'm gonna go to fucking Congo.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And there's times that Rogan was like, I don't listen to Rogan anymore. But he was like, I haven't heard from him for 8 months.
You just almost said it like Jordan Peterson. Your voice went Jordan Peterson.
Back to Kimchi.
Thank you. All right. Back to Kimchi.
Let's go. Do you wanna?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think because it's all artificial.
Just my throat will get a little.
I think it's artificial.
Let's try it. You know what they say? Never try shrimp crackers.
Okay, I'm post-COVID food review is not good either.
Dude,
because I don't trust my palate, but it's not post-COVID. Yeah, okay. Because after kimchi, I think our taste buds we should have done this the other way around.
And then pretended that it was reversed.
I've noticed that most Korean chips are not traditional chip looking.
Traditional circle? Is that what
I also saw at the store they had dried noodles as a snack. They just go like noodle, you take a whole. Yeah.
No way.
And everything seafood and stuff, which I actually dig. It's good, but I just think it should be more intense.
What?
The taste of this.
Yeah. I mean, I barely feel it. That's why I put like 3 or 4 in my mouth so I can.
Now I get it.
It's just a sense, like, strange sensation.
Oh no!
Like,
the smell. It's coming. There is like suddenly you smell the seed.
I don't know what you're eating, but I'm not eating that.
For sure.
That's not happening.
The kimchi fucked your palate up then. It was so spicy.
I appreciate it.
But
we should try this. This is really good.
Yeah, we will. But what I want to say that I wanted to get Orion.
Orion.
Orion. Ocarto.
Orion.
I couldn't find it. 3K markets, they didn't have it, but I will find it and I will review it one day. But apparently, Orion. Ocarto.
Man, imagine if I actually eat this and my allergy was like cured. How cool would that be?
Wow, the flavor cures the thing.
You gotta put a little bit of the man-made and then the natural.
Cactus will cure cat.
What?
Allergy. Like in South Park. So where is it? Where you give the intro to this?
I don't know what this is made of. Okay, a friend of mine.
Where is it from?
Montenegro.
Montenegro.
Yeah.
Smoky. Is it okay that I just said that?
Smoky? Yes. Please. Please.
I'm low-key recycling my bits, you know. Gotta create content, don't create content. Come on.
Okay, content. This is Smoky from Montenegro.
By content, I mean content that gets me cancelled in 5 minutes.
Yeah, whatever we said, even hello, they were like, why did you not say hello, whatever. Yeah, all of it. Yeah, celebration pack from Montenegro. How was that?
Let's show the pack.
Oh, let's do the pack. Yeah, I don't do. It also has a bigger package.
We're gonna unpack today. We're doing an unpacking video. This is the shrimp also.
Burger pack.
We're gonna unpack and see what's inside. It's got 2 USBs, one spare headphone. Oh, I watched those. I watched those for things that I can't buy.
Why?
Like PS5. Because I can't buy a PS5, so I watched the guy unbox it.
For real?
Yeah.
Dude, so isn't that like torture?
It is.
That's really bad. You don't even get to smell it. You know, the smell of it. If you had a smell of it, alright, you close your eyes and then it really goes like the sound.
You know, when the guy takes off this plastic of the...
Oh, yeah.
It's like... A maiden's virginity. Not that I dig that shit, but I'm just saying. Okay. Let's go. What is the flavor?
It's a very specific. They made a new flavor.
Peanuts.
It is, yeah, peanutty, but it's not exactly peanut. It's something else too, which I don't understand. I mean, yeah, you got a peanut here, which I never noticed, but...
It was the Dana Carvey joke. There's a lot of peanuts in here.
What?
There's a lot of peanuts. Oh, I have some peanuts in my mouth.
Nice.
I got some. You have some peanuts in your hand.
In my hand.
You have a fist full of peanuts.
It's like Louis' bag of dicks.
Oh yeah, now he's doing a
fist full of peanuts.
Doing a Paul McCartney
First of all, that you have to use that as a punchline. Fistful of penis, that has to become one of the best puns. You gotta use it. That's good.
I think there's a pun on Liverpool accent because he's doing a Paul McCartney impression. He's like, well, when I first came to America, I'm doing a Dana Carvey. It's like, when I first came to America, they found us Snicker bars and they have so much penis in there. And I look at John and I'm like, it's full of penis. Because it's the Liverpool, but I don't know if it applies to.
No, I get that.
Yeah. It's really good. This taste is more intense.
This is really good.
Yeah, so Montenegro wins.
Absolutely.
But if it was more intense, I smell it though. It smells shrimpy. There is some shrimp there. Wow. I'm seeing this. Now,
what is that?
Now remember Orion, the chips that I couldn't find? I found their jelly.
They got jelly.
This is the same company that Ocarto is made, but I couldn't find Ocarto. But so I'm a big Haribo fan. You know that, you have lived with me. Unhealthy relationship with Haribo.
Yes.
Which I have to confess to my dentist. I'm like, I put it next to my bed sometimes. I just wake up mid-sleep, get the Haribo, put it next to me, and I wake up and like crime scene. I found an empty Haribo and I have no recollection.
I was surprised when you told me that you didn't remember eating.
No.
I was like, you can't. I had like, okay. It's just I can't imagine myself just drinking or eating without like not even. It's like taste is a very intense thing. Like if something's in my mouth, I'm awake.
You know, a mutual friend of ours would sleepwalk out of the fucking apartment.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, I mean these things happen, but it's like
very scary
it's very
because-
close. Like I would never. I actually don't think like my baseline reality is that I will never see somebody sleepwalk. That's my baseline.
Oh.
reality. But it might when it happens, I'm
No,
super
yeah,
shocked. You know, it's
Yeah, but in front of the apartment was one of these, in Budapest, people, if you know, there are like balcony type of things.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That goes
okay.
around the courtyard.
Yeah.
It was like that. So it's very fucked up if you just keep going straight, If you remember the courtyard, fine. But
Yeah.
if you just like think that there's just
That's
this,
scary.
So let's see what's Haribo got on Orion. Or what's Orion got on. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. There's plastic.
Oh my god.
This is, guys,
What is this
if
shape?
you want to take a dick
What is
pic,
it?
if you want to, it's a worm, I think.
Is it worm?
No, yeah, it's a worm.
They actually thought they should make worms
But
appetizing?
realistic. But it's not like the European worm. Look, guys. Like, it's not like the European worm. It's like, it has hands and shit. It actually has more details because the other Haribos are just like tapeworms.
It grows.
Yeah. And also, if you want to take a dick pic, make sure it's this hard, okay? Not too soft, not too like this. This is how you want it to be. Cheers.
Oh lord.
Better than Haribo. It tastes like Iran. Remember the gummies in Iran?
Yeah, I do.
It tastes like that.
No, man, this is much like more mushier. I always got the dried ass gummies that.
In Iran?
Yeah, I got the.
You're right,
backwards,
but
I
there's
guess.
a taste, like a thing about the taste that reminds me of something in Iran. Oh, I remember.
Dude, this is what the hell is.
I figured it out. You know what it is?
What?
Do you remember these things that was in a plastic?
Okay.
You peel it off and you go.
Oh.
The jellies?
Yeah,
It's
you're
what it
right. I
is.
had almost forgotten those. Why did you like those so much? It was like if someone didn't know that it's like a video from like a schoolyard in Iran, and it was just see like kids doing vodka shots, like jelly shots, like fucking 50 jelly shots in a row. It was like 5 little kids who were like 10. And because the sugar hits you, so you look all fucked up. It looks like you did some kind of drug or something. And just kids doing jelly, sucking that shit out.
You know
And
what?
then they all look crazy. That's insane, dude.
Can you Google Johar Namak? Johar Namak or Johar Limo? I don't know which one it is.
Okay. Limon is acid citric, which is like vitamin C.
Okay, so it's called acid citric. We had lavash, which lavash in Iran is a pressed fruit and dried under the sun usually, or in the oven or whatever. And then there was this guy whose grandma was this guy who was unemployed. His mother would make lavash and he would sell them.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like he was employed, I guess. But in Iran, when they sell it in the street, we would like say it's like
They're unemployed.
don't buy from them, buy from this. My mom
Okay.
would say that because she's very OCD also. But no, but it was like there's a point to it, like to be safe. But this was the the one that your mom would tell you don't go near.
Yeah.
Like water was dripping, like it's disgusting, right? But he
Very
would put
disgusting.
citric acid all over it.
What?
Yeah, and just like on it, and I will do it one day. And then we would just like get them, and you put it on your. Like, it wasn't normal. Like our tongues were all bruised. It would hurt all the time. I started bleeding in my mouth after not just once, after weeks and weeks of going. And we get it, and we had this like car service in Iran back home. You know what I mean? Like we had like I was in a like car fucking guy who just like dropped 5 of us, right? That lived in the same area. And we would get in the car, we were like little, and there was a little kid who would sit on our lap because he was younger, and we would just have this and give it to this kid too. And then we would say that this gets us high for some reason and drunk and shit. I mean, it was just a game, possible thing. Yeah, we did it. And then this kid went to his parents, and they were like, these guys are doing drugs.
No way. And
They
you
went
were
to
just stuck in a
school.
lava shack?
Yeah, they went to school. We also did, that kid was fucking snitch. Once we had this thing, like, what was it? Oh yeah, we kept telling him in Farsi it's funny. It's like it's some funny thing like skipping this, but یه جا به نام گا رفتی به گا ما به گا رفتیم and then it's like a little pun that if you repeat it it sounds like a swear word. Yeah. And this motherfucker deliberately went not to any other kid, to the fucking like principal, and he said that. No, and then to his mom he said that. Wow. And he said, where did you hear this? From these kids. And then came to the principal. Like, we had stories with this fucking little turd. If you're watching this, imagine if he's fucking watching.
That would be crazy.
No, I don't think he was in the, let's say, social community to dig my...
Dude, that guy had like snitch in his DNA. That's like, you can't become a snitch like that. That's like top level, top shelf fucking snitch. That's a natural born snitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's insane.
So next, can you say where are you from? Which city are you from?
I'm from Semnan.
Yes, so talk about your delicacy of yours.
What should you, man? This is a pistachios from Semnan, but actually no, I think they're like, they grow them in Damran, but just I bought it in Semnan. They assembled in Semnan, yeah.
It's like how in Foxconn in Vietnam,
they have certification.
Or somewhere cheap labor in China.
I think actually this comes from Damran.
Damran is China to China.
Yeah, but they're fucking awesome.
But why does it say Semnan on the fucking...
As I bought it in Semnan. No, that's the confectionery. That's not. It doesn't say it tastes different. Yeah, I think it's from that one.
This is the legit ones. Okay, like in Iran, you go to fucking confectionery and you get the legit. And actually, I think the skin is salty too, right?
Yeah. I don't know how you call the thing that they do. Like they salt it and put the saffron and stuff.
Yeah, add salt and saffron to it. It's like
I don't know how you do it.
Suck on it. Like I would suck on this alone.
Actually, yeah.
Then you dispose of it.
Dispose. That has to be a part of it. You cannot just not dispose of it.
You can't swallow it.
Yeah.
You have to spit.
Exactly. Really good. You want some water?
No, I'm good. Okay. Let's go for the...
Oh, I have lavashak by the way.
Oh, do you want to... If you have enough, I don't want to eat really enough. Do you want to bring it?
Yes, of course, good. Like I'm not a huge fan, so.
I was talking about lavashak for hours. He fucking had it. Yes!
Oh, and we should also talk about... Oh, shit.
Oh my god!
There you go.
Dude, this is pure fucking joy. This is pure fucking... Oh my god. How do you open it?
Like that.
If you just put acid citric on this, I think it would be the same.
I don't have acid citric. Yep.
Look, it's like a plate of fruit, like not like a layer of fruit.
It's like, what is it called? Beef jerky, but it's not.
It's fruit beef jerky.
Vegetarian beef jerky.
Yeah, and better.
Vegetable jerky.
This is my favorite thing about Iran. If anybody want to try anything from Iran to represent the true culture.
Oh my god, and not hormuz sabzi.
That's true. If you want food, it's hormuz sabzi. But if everything's competing, this is even higher.
But there are so many, like hormuz sabzi, I don't think it represents everywhere. I think there's just some parts maybe. I don't know.
North?
I guess.
No.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I'm never bullshitting, but we should really look into this. Like, how many regions like share this type of food, and then maybe based on that, you find like a pattern, and it just all makes sense. Like, there has to be something. Like for example, I can imagine that in some regions, if you have like a specific type of like vegetables that only grow there, then it kind of makes sense that you guys also have the same food to eat. So it's just obvious. Like,
yeah, but still, it's like also influence because it's so big. Like,
well, yeah, I want to see like what. Yeah, it'd be really cool to look into that.
The final item here.
Oh yeah, that one.
You have to guess what it is.
Oh no.
It's not that. It's not insects or anything. I wish I could find something.
Insects, dude. That was really serious.
Do you want to do that next video? I'll find weird shit.
No.
You're not into like scorpion eating.
Dude, I have Thai card. You don't have Thai card. You should not.
They're edible.
Okay. Like I don't know. I thought you were just like something.
No, from Chinatown.
Okay. You got some lavashak on your like teeth right here.
Mm.
4D out of your mouth.
Okay, I can't
It's
believe.
like some biscuit, no?
Yeah, but it's a we. Oh, it actually looks like. Let's cut it in half maybe. Yeah, it's like. Like, can you do it with the hand? Do you want to do it with hand or can you
What do you?
cut? I don't want to touch.
Oh,
Okay, you know what? I'll
I
touch.
see what. Okay. Yeah, give me. Oh, I think I have this.
Yeah, you know what it is.
I don't know the name. Or
No, but what's the ingredient?
like fruits, like that.
It's something that was like, but what of what?
What fruits?
Mm-hmm. I can tell. I can actually tell. It's so obvious. What the fuck is this?
What? Wow. I don't know what's that. It's like almost like halwa. It's a little bit.
It's red beans.
It's beans.
Red sweetened red beans. The name
What?
is Yon Yang.
I would not have.
Yon Yang Gang. YYEON.
But this is good, man. Actually.
Yeah.
I thought it's gonna be sour. It looked like it's gonna be sour.
Yeah.
It's like same. This is cool. A bit like halwa, I swear.
No.
A little bit, like a not really good halwa, but.
You're like the aftertaste is better. Like when you know what I mean? Like try it.
Dude, that should be an insult. You're an aftertaste, bro.
Dude, try it.
It
Like
should be. All you are is an aftertaste.
not even that. Don't. They would call back if I was an aftertaste. Yeah, they would call back. I sometimes really think, what if somebody that I'm like have a crush on or something finds this? I never listen. That Instagram story, the one where I post this kind of shit, is all on my close friends. And if you're in my close friend, I don't want to have sex with you at the moment. No, let's put it this way. I wouldn't mind, but you're not one of those people that I'm actively right now. Get me a job. I don't think this is enough reason for them not to hire me.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, should we wrap it? Let's wrap this up. Anything you want to say?
That's like a really nice way of rejecting people.
You're an aftertaste or what?
No, if you're in my close friends. If that becomes a culture, like really,
No, actually-
imagine that. Like you hit somebody's Instagram, and tomorrow morning, or I guess like in 10 minutes, let's say even in 10 minutes, like they go somewhere in another room and they just post a story, and you see that you're on their close friend. If that was just like a nice way of saying no and nobody would get offended or something, you know? And you just sit there, you're like, oh, alright, so that's, I see, okay. And then she come back, and then you're just talking, and you're like, and at the end, you just know that in 30 minutes, it's done deal. And then you're like, oh, thank you for your time.
Think about it, there is actually people there that are very good looking, and I would in another, I would under other circumstances be into, but it's just we're so friend zoned.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, I'm just saying I would fuck you in another, no. Edit that out just in case certain government thinks I was.
Yes, I
Anyway,
still
so
go back.
let's before we close this, let's see out of the snacks here. Let's allow a second this out because personal bias. What is from this four? Which one was best?
I really like this.
That's the best for you? I think the gummy bear was the best.
No.
I think after Lava Shack, even gummy bear was really good. Kimchi was obviously its own thing. So
Exactly.
nice. So
This was unexpected. That's how.
yeah.
That's how.
So we learned that people are
what is
different.
going on? We learned that that's
Everybody
good.
has a different
That's good.
taste.
Difference.
Yeah.
Differences.
Because I don't understand that shit. Like I really
You know?
it's like it's so fucking dull.
Dull. Damn. Like it has it's tasty. It's very tasty.
Like beans.
It's just tasty. Right? It's not actually. I didn't even get these beans.
This is my childhood taste like. This is how it reminds me of like those layer, like those balls that
No
had
way.
2 layers and we
No way.
rip a plastic
Yeah.
ball and put another one in.
That was such that was so annoying. I was very bad at that. I don't know why. I was very bad at it.
Playing it or doing that thing?
Doing the thing.
Well, I was good at doing the thing. I was bad at playing it.
No.
I just did the thing, but I just stood there. I was like, "You guys played? Do you want me to do ball shit for you?" I was like the ball maintenance, you know, like in Formula One. I went there. It's the
You were a baller.
Yeah.
Damn.
Balling.
Balling. You were balling.
Any last words?
No, thank you for having me.
We will have you again, I guess, or whatever. I have no plans with this, but I'd love
episodes.
to do more food episodes, people. This has been...
Next time we'll do hot ones.
You know my motto, you know how I close this?
What?
You know what? Let's do that. That's all of them. I'm into like going... Do you know how I close this? Why don't you listen to my podcast? I'm joking. This has been Auditory Portals to Terra. Prepare your brains to get fucked.
Fuck, son.
Hello, everybody. I wanna talk about my friend Puria. I have a friend called Puria. He lives in France, but he's from Iran. His penis is 16 centimeters. He said 16, 17. I don't know what that means. Something like that. But then with confidence he said, yeah, we're the same. So I don't know how he knew, but yeah. I'm also 16, 17, but here's how I'm 16, 17. It's kind of leaning to the left, my dick, which is okay because it's in alignment with my political ideology. It's a little left-leaning, no, but then if you measure it like this way, if you measure it straight from the base to the point, because it's like this, it's like 16, but if you actually get one of these IKEA ones and roll it around, it's 17. So 1 centimeter was lost there. I think another centimeter was lost when I was circumcised, but I'm doing great. So I was born 18, I think. No. But back to Puria. Puria is he's an artist. Which means he has mental issues. He paints, he draws very beautiful paintings, and if he wasn't crazy, he wouldn't be able to draw such a beautiful painting. What more can I say about him? What do you want to know about him, guys? Do you have any questions? Anyone? Any question? Do you have any question about Puria? What does he do? Like I said, he's an artist, so it means he jacks off all day, but then he wakes up and he has a vision. He puts the vision on a canvas, and then he goes to some French guy and he's like, I'm from Middle East, I suffered, this is my suffering, this is art. And the French guy takes it and puts it in a museum and pays him money. And it's really good that they pay money because they didn't used to. And there was a point when they took your art and they didn't pay you money, so I'm glad. Any French people here? Yeah? Okay, now fuck you, Noah, you don't count. You don't count. You were exiled from France, that's why you're here. They were like, we don't want him. Can somebody please take him? Nobody took him. And he came to Hungary. Because in this country, they just take you no matter, if you're white, they take you no matter what, you know? You can easily immigrate here as long as you're white. But God forbid you're a genius brown person. No, we end up doing comedy in this channel. No, okay. We reached 3 minutes. So I was talking with my friend Puria, and he just out of nowhere, from France, he said, why don't you ever talk about me in your comedy set? I was like, that's fucking absurd, but you know what? I'm gonna spend 3 minutes of everybody tonight talking about you, and I just did that. So are you happy, Puria? I'm filming this for you. Anyways, now let's get the show started. Let's do a countdown and get the show started. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, hands up your cock. Oh no, it was a reference, that guy got it. It was a reference to jerk off instruction porn. Countdown edging. I've done that. Not because I have a fetish for that kind of shit, for medical reasons, okay? I was like, it said it will cure your premature ejaculation. I was like, bullshit. So you say, I watched this video and I come, like, wow. It worked actually. It took a long while, that's why I was late here. Sorry, Rebecca. I wrote in the chat, I have something coming up. It was coming up. It did come up. It did come. In the end, no, but it's weird how I was like, you watch this video and it cures something in my body. That's crazy. I've seen like these VHS tapes that you put in and it cleans the device. Do you remember? Anybody? Oh, you do? Oh man, don't get COVID. If you remember VHS, don't get COVID, you might die. You're not that young anymore. Your lungs aren't that safe anymore. I'm from Iran, which means I had to climb. You're from Iran?
Yes.
Yeah. You also climb fences? Like, you climbed a lot of borders? No, I'm joking. I'm not a refugee. I came here with a plane that I hijacked. No. But Iran is crazy, no? One thing is crazy about Iran is that everybody's so superstitious, you know that? Like they're like, we saw jinns and ghouls and demons, right? Everybody has a story, right? Like, which city are you from?
Tehran.
Tehran, okay, rich kid. Okay, no, listen, me too. But you know, in Terra, everybody like, oh, there's a ghoul, demon, stuff. And at some point I was like, I felt left out. I was like, what's wrong with me? Why don't these ghouls and demons, like, am I like, that's why my mom should have aborted me. And I was insecure. So I made shit up to fit in. So one day I call my friend and I go like, hey, I saw a vampire tonight. And then he just goes, oh yeah? I'm gonna interrupt the story. Dude, you're my hero. You didn't even think how many are we, how much like if he was in Titanic, he would get on the first boat, fuck the rest of y'all. He just came in, took the first hit, the rest is your problem. We're playing musical chair, but that guy's doing comedy. When he takes a break, I sit here and fuck you. Anyways, back to the cheers, back to the story. Where was I called my friend in Tehran and I'm like, I saw a vampire last night. And he's like, oh yeah? What was his name? And I'm like, oh shit, I didn't think about this part. We're in Tehran. What are the odds of you running into an Edward or a Vladimir? Like, the Vladimir's more likely considering our political alliances. But no, but then I said, his name was Abdullah. His name was Abdullah Vampire Man. Because I want the name to be relatable. Like we're in Terra, I was like, Ghulam Vampire. I don't know what to say. And then I was like, oh yeah, he's a Muslim vampire. And if you think you can't be both, then you're fucking racist or something. It's 2020, man. If you identify as that, you can identify as that. There was a lady in the audience the other time, she was like, I'm both Jewish and Muslim. I was like, did they cut your dick twice? She didn't have a dick. But I mean, being Muslim once, half of it gone. 1 centimeter, boom, it's 17, done. I was walking in the street, I see these prostitutes, you know, and then they come to you, and she was like, business. I was like, no, it's actually, I'm studying international economy and business, okay? Let's be specific. I was listening to a podcast with David Cho and Asa Akira. Anybody know Asa Akira? Any DVD ASA? Anybody know the podcast DVD ASA? No? Okay, you're sane. None of you are serial killers. Good. But no, Asa Akira, porn star, was talking about how she was sending her husband a nude when she was away. I was like, can't he just Google it? Like, can't you just send him a fucking link? Why are you sending nudes? They have videos of you with any angle, with any combinations of dicks in your any combination of holes, okay? You can find it, Asa. This show is called Hot Paprika, which sounds like a restaurant in Radai that will rip you off. Like a Hungarian restaurant. Yeah, goulash, 10,000 forints. That sounds like hot paprika. No, once I had a Hungarian girlfriend and I tell her, let's spice things up in bed, to which she starts pouring paprika all over the bed. I'm like, no. She's like, too much, she adds tafel. That's how Hungarians solve problem. Little something, add paprika, add too much, add tafel. Little soap, add water. Too much migrants, add tafel. Maybe you can water us and maybe we'll become whiter if you add some tafel to us. That's my integration plan. You know, but coming from Middle East, there's weird stuff. I'm going to introduce you to Middle East. Like, we have hummus. Okay, we also have hummus. Very different, both claimed by Israel. No. Thank you. There's a shooting star, which means I can do 10 more minutes. No. No. It's interesting. Also, I don't know, like, we have an escape room. Like, escape room is the widest activity ever. They're like, white people pay to get themselves trapped and then they can escape. My whole country was an escape room. I already escaped to this room. I also got a sign, they said, we have youth exchange program. I'm like, what is that, child trafficking? What youth are you exchanging, man? I haven't had sex for a while. I haven't had sex for a long time. I was thinking I should go to Kobania and pretend like I'm sleeping. Kobania is a bad thing. Don't pass out in Kobania. Don't pass out in public in general. If you want to pass out in Vatsy next to Louis Vuitton so somebody picks you up. No, I went to sex shop, I went to sex shop to get lubrication for masturbation. I go to the guy, I'm like, do you have lubrication for masturbation? Which rhymes? He goes, lubrication, masturbation. Yeah. It sounds like some Girl Scout. Lubrication, masturbation, Girl Scout, go, yeah. Like, no, but I'm like, do you have lubrication for masturbation? And the guy goes like, it's called a sex shop, you fucking loser. It's for people who have sex. It's not called masturbation shop. Kill yourself. Anyways, because that was my time. Give it up for Rebecca.